Good morning. Day 79. Day 79. Uh yeah, so we're super duper close to being finished. I look disheveled as shit. I had a good sleep, I guess. Yeah, but my hair doesn't seem to think so. Maybe it does actually. Maybe that's a sign. But anyway, I look crusty and musty because yeah, I mean, I slept okay, I guess. I mean, I got woken up by the alarm too many times. Maybe I set it up a little early, but yeah, it's getting close to lunchtime right now, so I'm just starting the writing process. Yeah, yeah. I think I might either finish this book today or tomorrow. So like I said, by day 80, maybe on day 80. But yeah, it's honestly, the rest of this chapter doesn't have to be very long. It's already crossed a threshold of being quite long. I think it'll probably end up being around 20 pages in terms of 1-inch margin manuscript size, because it's about 13. Right now it's around 13 pages of my manuscript format. So yeah. I think whoops. Yeah. But yeah, I got this. Remember that cigar that I opened in fucking Poland and it turned out to be like moldy as shit? I think I might still have it. But I got another one. I don't know if I show you. It really doesn't matter, but it's Monte Cristo. I'm gonna share this with my friends. God, I love the smell. I love the smell. I've always liked the smell of just dry tobacco. I don't like it when it's burning. I hate it then. It's actually really bad. But it's nice. I might have to save it for like another week though, or like another 5 days, because it's not prime time to hang out with my friends right now. Because yeah, they're pretty busy. I'm generally pretty free nowadays, at least this week and kind of next week. So I'm gonna meet up on Tuesday, a couple days after I finished. And yeah, honestly, I don't have to smoke on the day of. I've been patient enough to save that old cigar for like fucking so long. And this one, I guess, I just bought it like 2 weeks ago. So yeah, nothing crazy. But yeah, I'm gonna just show you the word count for today. Nothing's changed again. It's that nice old 22222 4444. But yeah, here it is. There you have it. Let's get it up. We might even get to 247,000. That's the plan. So yeah, no excuses. We're gonna write a little bit right now. Then when I get hungry, I'm gonna make myself a sandwich or something like bun. And yeah, then we're gonna keep going. I think I want to finish this kind of during the more light hours of the day, because it is quite annoying and straining on the eyes to do it later on. I'm not a night owl at all. I'm a morning burb. Yeah, so I'm a little twee motherfucker. I rise with the sun. But yeah, let's get this done, and I'll update you once it looks how it looks. I don't know. Maybe it'll be done, maybe not. It all depends on the length of this chapter, because I know the next one's gonna be short as hell. So yeah, somebody's doing something upstairs. But yeah, just finished the book. Yeah, I thought it would be either today or tomorrow, but it ended up being today because I didn't need to write like 2,000 words, and it looks like that's all I needed. And now the book's done. It's sitting at exactly 704 pages. So I wrote about 6 or 7 today. Jeez, they're being loud. I don't know if you hear that, but yeah, it's almost It's almost dark. It's approaching dusk right now. So yeah. I don't know. I don't look excited, perhaps, but I already told some people that I finished it. So yeah. I'm gonna just show you the final word count. It's a nice even number. So let me just show you real quick. There we have it. So I wrote 2,128 words, and we have a total of 246,300 words. But yeah, I'm just switching up the setup a little, also I don't have to hold the phone. It's just sitting on my bed, as you can see below me. Yeah, so there we go. Finished our fourth book. I keep saying but yeah, I finished my fourth book just today. What is it, January 18th, 2025. 18 days overdue, but I could live with that considering it's only 18 days. It was mostly these past nearly, I guess 2.5 weeks, I've been just meticulously working on a final battle. So this final battle is like, jeez, they're being loud. Yeah, this final battle is like, I don't know, like 20 to 30,000 words, somewhere in between there, that range. So it's this huge, like 100-page, well, maybe not 30, 20, let's say 20,000, about 20,000 words perhaps. This final battle is, so it's not quite 100, but somewhere like 70 pages of just this one big final battle where everything has to connect. And yeah, it's just this big culminative like experience where it's the middle book of the trilogy. It's technically a trilogy. You can definitely hear that. That's so loud. It sounds like there's several people up there. There might be. There's like a kind of party going on, but not for me though. Yeah, I'll celebrate a little bit later. But yeah, I'm taking my time to just think about what I wrote a little bit too, kind of digest it, because it's a really big cliffhanger. It's actually quite depressing too. So it's not this big like hurrah like my first book was, which is what this is the sequel to. It's a very kind of, I guess, emotional ending, very intense, very tragic. I guess that's as much of a spoiler as I'm willing to give away. It's just that's the vibes going into this this ending that I have planned out. So give me a minute. All right. Have to go upstairs for a sec. But as I was saying, yeah, I don't know what I was actually saying exactly, but it doesn't matter. I just kind of want to say, I'm really not sure where to head next, because I was pretty confident I would just write my sci-fi, the sequel to my sci-fi novel, and then once I'm done that, I will finish the third book in this series, which, yeah, is the most planned out of everything at the moment. But the sequel to the sci-fi novel is also quite planned out, so I think I'll just do that. But at the same time, I've been way too busy lately to work on the screenplay, including I was really sick over the holidays, so I have not finished it. I think I'm going to dive into that now to ensure I have that credit done for at least school. So yeah, for now, I'm in this kind of weird space. Like, yeah, I've been writing this novel for so long now. It's gonna be weird not to, But yeah, it's ready. It's ready to be edited soon. I think I do need some space from it now to see it with fresher eyes again. That's what I like to do. Also, there's lots there's lots of directions I can take from here. But that might be the end of the daily vlogs for now. I think, yeah, I've done 79 days straight with, I guess, you know, there have been some exceptions where, you know, I missed a day or something, but generally it was meant to be a daily vlog. I recorded every single day, and even though I didn't post exactly maybe on the dot, it's meant to be, you know, for that day. So yeah, I think I can say I've done it for 80 something, 83 days maybe since the prep I was doing for NaNoWriMo in October. Yeah, I got a long way. I got a very long way. We started, I believe, at like 153, 140 something, 140K, and we got to 140 or 246K. So yeah, wild. Wrote almost 100,000 words in under 3 months. So not NaNoWriMo numbers. So November was the most productive month. That was 52K. And then after that, it did slow down drastically. But I'm fine with that. We're done now. Yeah. So I'm just gonna do my best heading into the future. Also, publishing my first book is a priority. So I think things are just changing up. Yeah. But I'm excited to dive into a new project. So for sure, the sequel to the sci-fi series is coming up. That'll be the 5th book I write. So very exciting. Yeah, I've been in this universe for such a long time. It's weird to go to another one again. But I've been there before, right? I've been there before, so yeah. And this one's very short, so it's nice to switch it out from such a just gigantic mammoth of a project to something like, you know, like maybe 80K words, I think. Yeah, 80K words. So that's kind of the cap, I think. I'm really not gonna try to cross 90K with it because it doesn't need to be that long even. The other projects, like this one, was just this really big adventure and war narrative. So yeah, it just, and plus the world building is on a kind of different level with fantasy and sci-fi. Especially, it's not even genre-wise, it's just for my sci-fi series. Right now it's very contained. They're in a contained setting, so they can't really see the world at the moment. They will in the future sequels, but in this second book for the sci-fi series, they're in a contained setting. This is just this vast, huge world that they explore in this fantasy book. So it's a different kind of vibe going on. Yeah, but there we are. I did it. I have I'm just like stuck, just like but yeah, we did it. Feels good. It's not the same, I guess, as like writing the first book, to be honest, because it's that's like, because it's something you've never done before, right? The same way when I wrote my first screenplay in high school, it was like this big cathartic moment, a big really exciting moment, because I hadn't done it before. Like, you kind of prove to yourself, like, oh shit, I can do this. I'm a writer, you know. And you know, even before that, you're a writer. Like, of course, you don't have to actually complete anything to be one. And when you complete something, you're an author, right? That's a different kind of status. But yeah, becoming an author rather than just being a writer is really fun. Soon to be published is even better, I guess, right? But yeah, that's about my news for today. I think might go on a little later. I'm gonna do some math work, because why not? Like I missed it yesterday, and honestly, it's not too bad. It's a lot of like, what? Why does this work? I don't get it. Why does it work? Yeah, it might seem like a punishment after like something that kind of deserves a reward. But daddy's weird. Yeah, so peace for now. All right, I'm gonna be real with you for a minute. Today's math lesson had me spiraling. This is unbelievable shit. Like, the amount of fucking square roots in this problem. Look at this fucking. Look at this problem. Look at those square roots, bro. What the fuck? I could not have thought of that myself. I would have never imagined something that retarded would work. Because it's not retarded, it's actually perfectly normal. And then I didn't know why, like, when you switch shit up, because there was, all of them were perfect squares. So it went from like 6 square roots divided by 6 square roots. And all of them were slightly different or the same, whatever. But like basically, this is how it went. It went from the square root of 2 squared times the square root of 3 times 5 times the square root of x squared times the square root of x squared, or my bad, the x squared, and then to the times the square root of y squared times the square root of y squared times the square root of y squared over the square root of z squared times 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 the square root of z. And that equals 2 times the square root of 3.5, which is 15. Square root of 15 times x times y times y times y over z times z times z times z times z times the square root of z. So basically, the square root of z, because it doesn't have an exponent, it can't just be z on its own. It's just the square root of z. So it just stays like that. And then the final equation is 2 times the square root of 15, because we can't simplify that because it's not a perfect square, times x times y cubed over z to the power of 5 times the square root of z. I'm not gonna lie, I wanted to kill myself. Like, I'm just not good at like remembering all these rules, because there's so many rules to simplifying radicals that then exponent rules that, like, there's at least 8, I think, the basic ones. I don't know if there's any more, but I have 8 of them. And then I made myself like a whole thing of how square roots work, and so I'm decently good at that. But then the rules of square roots is actually kind of complicated sometimes. There's some key points like decimals and rational roots. But like at the same time, now I understand that you can't simplify that. So if x is not a perfect power, the nth root is often an irrational number. And so at that point, you don't have to. You have to do with any. So if it's the square root of 5, for example, there's no perfect root for there's no good number for that. So because that's just a number that has a decimal and just drags on for infinity. So, which is stupid because technically that doesn't equal 5. It just doesn't. 2.2 with those fucking numbers that go on to infinity doesn't equal 5. It's always slightly off to the infinity. I don't know if I'm even making sense, to be honest, but like, this is so simple too. Like the fucking like 5th graders do this shit. What am I struggling with? I don't know, but that's my word for today. Fuck, that was hard. That was hard. Yeah. So, ow, crusty eye. Oh my god. Yeah, they're being loud up there. There's a little party going on right now. I think I'm gonna go upstairs to get some food. But yeah, so that's that today. Finished the book. Did some excruciating math. I really could not do more than like 15 minutes of that because that was really difficult. Man, I'm just like, it's all about repetition. Like, there's something wrong with my brain right now because I'm completely out of practice. But I feel like if I do a couple months of this, then I should have that down. And then I can move on from algebra to maybe some other geometry, maybe pre-calculus. But calculus is all about waves and shit, right? Isn't linear algebra about geometry? But I know that's like harder than calculus. Even though I've heard it should come before because it deals with flat spaces and shapes. Calculus is all about curves. But I've never liked charts and like graphing things. So calculus is gonna be a bitch. Like I kind of like algebra, that it's like it's just computing shit. But it's hard, man. I don't know. It's hard. As a writer, like I'm not obligated to do this. But I think it makes it all the harder that I haven't thought of these things other than like basic operations like arithmetic, you know, and percentages and, you know, that, yeah. I've just done money math these past few years, you know, but that's about it. So, yeah, that's it. Day 79 over. I'm not sure if the daily vlogs are going to go on or not. I'll decide tomorrow. I might film something, might not. But yeah. I'm trying to upgrade the content sometime soon. I might be getting a new camera also, so that's gonna be cool. It's gonna be cool. But yeah, honestly, that's just about it for today. I'm tired. Peace.